not vlogging this weekend as I have some family commitments with this wonderfully dressed little lady here. So that leaves Matt vlogging today, and he's actually doing an interesting game in the playoff race for the Wessex Premier Division. He is at Millbrook versus Hamble, and just to say good luck to Andover New Street today. The Gold Diggers and the whole of the Wessex League are right behind you, and you can do it. She knows you can.
Garden in the shipping, very lovely it is out here in this weather as well. It's a 35-minute walk to Test Park. It's based in Redbridge. It's got a very old school vibe to it for a pub. Lovely sort of wooden decor inside. It's a section there for eating, but I'm more focusing on the drinks today because we're at the football. The drinks you can choose from, I've gone for a Foster's, £4.80 something, but there's other drinks on tap as well. Beer and Moretti, Beavertown, I think that's an IPA, and a stout if that's your thing as well. Reasonably priced, I must say. Very nice inside as well, lots of sort of ship themes on the wall and decorations. If you're sort of in the area, get off the train at Redbridge. It's only a 5-minute walk from the station, and then you can sort of either get a public transport up there, which again is a 30-minute trip to Test Park, or you can have a little walk in the nice weather. That's what I'm going to do in a bit. The chairman of Millbrook. Millbrook have got the scheme, the Millbrook Munchkins and Millbrook Wizards. Just tell us how that sort of came about.
A number of years ago, Matt Alford, the vice chair of Millbrook Football Club, and I spoke about a new initiative. Matt had some fantastic ideas that he wanted to transfer from his school lessons into the community. So we started the initiative called Millbrook Munchkins. We now have over 90 families engaging with us on the sessions that we put on, which are free on a Saturday morning. The concept is that, unlike previous sessions that you tend to put on, you become a bit of a babysitting service. With the Munchkins, the parents have to get involved. So what that's encouraging is a lot more engagement between parent and child, and the benefits that we've seen and we've been told about moreover have been tremendous.
I mean, how important is that for the communities, well, local community, everyone getting involved sort of thing, brings people together that maybe wouldn't normally talk to each other sort of thing?
Well, you know, without over-egging the positives behind our initiative, you know, we've had children that are non-verbal that are now communicating you know, much more clearly with the parent. We've had, you know, mothers come to us and saying, my son and his father have never got on so well because they've got something in common now, something to look forward to, and it creates the conversation throughout the week in anticipation of the session that Matt's going to put on the Saturday.
And also, at least pathways soon to the first team as they get older.
Well, the pathway starts with the Munchkins, as we say, the toddlers, then they go into the Wizards, which again is another free session that we put on every Saturday, and then we go into competitive under 8s, etc., right up through to, you know, under 16s, 18s, 23s, development, first team. And, you know, you've seen 3 products of that pathway already in Kobe, Mikey O'Connell, Bobby Gorman, and there's been a number prior to this season.
And talking of the first team, first season in the Premiership, Premier League, I should say, and pushing for those playoff places and the FA Cup final. Is that more than you expected?
Yeah, for my part, I know it's not over, but it's been a good season. You've met Dave, he has a very high expectation level, and you know, I will only support his expectation. He started the season wanting to get to a playoff position, so his expectation was nothing below 5th for a good season. It's still achievable. The next 2 games that we have will determine that, I believe, against Hamble, who are thereabouts, and also Fareham, that are in the current playoff position. So yeah, getting to St Mary's, another boost for the boys. You may be aware that in 2020 we achieved that by beating AFC Tottenham. Never got played, huge disappointment. There's 2 lads that will play up there on the 14th of May that missed out on that huge opportunity in 2020. So I'm really pleased for those boys that whilst they're still playing, they're going to have that opportunity.
Brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome. Cheers.
Our first time back at Test Park since December. Millbrook doing really well this season. They're currently 8th in the Wessex Premier Division. They've got 58 points. They've got 1 game in hand on Baffins and 2 on Hamble Club, who currently sit in the 5th place for that playoff spot. It's very tight up there at the minute. I mean, Baffins are pushing for it. Hamble Club currently sitting in that position. But then you've also got Andover and Fareham, who also aren't too far in front. Fareham, I think, currently sitting in 3rd position on 63 points. It's very doable for Millbrook to get in there. Their last 3 league games were a 2-0 defeat here to Hamble Club during the week, a 2-1 win against Portland away, and a 3-3 draw with Sherborne. Their top scorer of the season is Jamie White, 29 goals. I mean, he's a quality striker. He's the sort of player, gets a sniff a goal, he's going to put it away. So that's always an advantage Millbrook have got. But also this season, we've got to talk about a couple of other players. Mikey O'Connell, who's a product from their sort of youth setup coming through. He's scored a ton of goals this season. He's got 11 in 44. Scored a hat-trick against Sherborne from midfield, which is, you know, it's a brilliant achievement for any midfielder to sort of get a hat-trick. Another player I'm going to mention is Ryan Fuller, who's the captain. He's one of their central defenders. He's like a mainstay at the back. He's scored 3 goals in 37 games this season. He's dangerous from set pieces. We've seen him score a couple of times on this vlog. Decent player, leads the team well. Their opponent's Hamble, currently in 7th. They've spent most of the season in the top 5. Their top scorer of the season is Clade Roach with 27 in 37. Their last 3 games, a 2-0 defeat away to Wincanton Town, a 1-1 draw home to Baffins, and a 5-1 defeat on the road to Andover New Street. When we look at the Hamble players, there's players in that team that really inspire me. Matt Casey, the captain, is someone of that degree. He's got 18 goals in 44 from midfield this season, but he's also the player that sort of drives them on, G's them up on the pitch. And how important is that to any side who's doing well? You need that player in there who's going to talk, who's going to push you forward. Also a couple of other more experienced players, the Johnson brothers at the back, James and Bradley. They've been here a while. Brilliant defenders, always going to be looking to chip in for goals as well. And they're also that experienced heads that's guiding the young guys around them. It's crucial to Hamble and how they play. This is going to be a great game. There's going to be some goals in this, I think.
Charlie up down there, the pitch is a bit of that.
seen this lot play, but the third time in the last 3 weeks now. It's keen, isn't it? Well, can't make the 3, but yeah.
We were trying to get a ticket, we couldn't get one. Couldn't get one. It was just... More.
Yeah.
All right.
We were kicking up. And it was the same rink as I was on when I went to, Yeah, senior pros and wasn't there, like, can't you? Especially going to come in and take their place, I mean. But you've got to be able to deal with all that.
To quote the words of the great Craig Thomas Mutter, at the big HT is Millbrook 0, Hamble 1. It's been a game of not a lot of clear-cut chances, but it's been a good game. Both teams very competitive. Hamble did fire an early warning shot from a free kick that went just wide in the opening minutes of the first half. But after that, a goal came on 8 minutes. It was a corner in from the left-hand side, and it was Lerone Plummer with the header to put Hamble 1-0 up. And the ironic thing was he was on Millbrook's books at the start of the season. After that, I think Millbrook probably had more chances, but there's a lot of half chances. Henry Newman or Alex Wilder haven't really made any saves, to be honest with you. Best chance for Millbrook came towards the end of the first half. Ashton Palmier just wide of the post after a good sort of flick over by Stefanak to put him in. Ryan Batley's had a chance, we headed it just wide. There was a header over from a Batley cross. It's a fairly even game, it could go either way still. There's going to be some more chances as longer the game goes on, when gaps start opening up, and sort of Millbrook really have to sort of chase that lead to get an equaliser. But Dave has got Jamie White and Callum Drake on the bench who are game changers, so anything can happen in the second half.
I said to him, you can only spend. You can only.
Dave, give us a few thoughts about the game today.
I've got to be very careful what I say. Yeah, maybe the league should probably look at, or definitely whoever picks the referees should maybe look at themselves and think, oh, that game might go that way. We should maybe allocate someone a little bit stronger, a little bit more experienced. But yeah, no, the game was crap. It was they were just set out to spoil the game. Fair play to them though. You know what I mean? They're a side struggling, so they need every win, and you've got to win by whatever way means possible. So I get it. I totally understand it. You've got to grind results out. So if you have to do it by defending for 80 minutes and get back with the ball and spoil the game, then so be it. It is what it is. So hats off to them and good luck in the playoffs.
You're through to the SDFA Cup final, pushing for the playoffs. Is that a successful season?
No. If we were in the playoffs and we were challenging in the playoffs, then it'd be a successful season. Otherwise, this is a total failure. I couldn't care less about the Senior Cup, to be totally honest. I've been there enough times and stuff. That wasn't what we were set out. We were set out to reach a couple of finals. Obviously, we had so many players cup tied against Portugal. We had to sort of field a reserve side really, which was a bit of a shame. Because obviously in the semi-finals you want to make a game of it, but it is what it is. But no, today's a sucker punch. Yeah, gutted. I'm angry, and quite rightly so. I mean, I held my hands up and said we've got the team selection wrong, which was totally our fault. We've had 4 games in 7 days, so we had to rotate, and the 2 lads that were up top today just didn't take their chance. But at the same time, we picked him, so it's our fault.
I was going to mention about the amount of games you played this week alone. I mean, how do you deal with that?
We can't. Our squad's tiny. The reserves haven't got a great link with us. A few of the lads have been playing over the last couple of weeks and come on and doing really well. But ultimately, that's not supported enough for us. But at the same time, you know, we've not got a big budget. We've just got to manage the players as best we can, get them geared up, and then and go for it. But you know what I mean, it takes its toll. I had to take rest of Skipper today. He's got knocks left, right and centre, and a couple of others. Drake's was on the bench, Whitey was on the bench, like all 5 starters generally were on the bench. So, but it is what it is.
Matt, 1-0 wins today. Give us a few thoughts about the game.
I thought it was a bit of a scrappy affair, to be fair, but no, we knew we had to dig in. We knew we had to. It was hard. It wasn't really a pitch to play on, to be fair. It was, you know, it's bobbly this time of year with everything. But yeah, we changed shape today. We had to, because we knew their qualities. Yeah, we sort of scored a set piece early on, and then we had to dig in and obviously hopefully keep a clean sheet, and saw us through to get the 3 points.
Second half, and Henry Newman pulled off a brilliant save from Callum Drake.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
to keep you in the game.
Yeah, Hen's got that in him. He's been brilliant for us this year. You know, sometimes we found difficult periods, but no, he's been shot stopping and everything like that. He's second to none, I don't think, in this division. So yeah, he's kept it like penalty shootouts and everything like that. He's been brilliant. So yeah, it's a big save, and like I say, we needed that today. We needed him to be good. We needed him to be. We were quite direct today. Normally we're a little bit braver on the ball, but we had to be direct. It was just the way the game went.
And also through to the Velocity Wessex League Cup final.
Yep.
And pushing for those playoffs. Is that a successful season?
Yeah, I believe so. We put ourselves in good positions. We were in 2 semi-finals. Lost to Stoneham both. Well, I think we lost the most cups to Stoneham, to be fair, this year. We got them again Tuesday, so hopefully we can get one back on them in the league. But yeah, we put ourselves in good positions this year. We were in the semi-final with the Hampshire Cup, and we lost in the 94th minute to Stoneham. We had the Russell Copes Cup, and we lost to Stoneham again 1-0. They beat us in the Senior Cup, and I think the winner of that one would have probably made the final. Stoneham have gone on to make the final against Millbrook. So yeah, we put ourselves in good positions, but yeah, you got to see the games out and take your chances. And if you don't do that, then obviously you will go out of competitions and things like that. But no, we've had a successful season, I believe. We struggled of late. That's the truth. I think we've a few injuries, few suspensions, which is always difficult, especially at this time of year when the games come thick and fast. But no, we've done really well.
Brilliant. Thank you for your time.
No worries.
So it finished Millbrook 0, Hamble 1. Very tight game. I must say the second half was slightly more exciting in the first half. Callum Drake had a header, Henry Newman tipped over the bar brilliantly. There was a couple of chances cleared off the line as well. I mean, Jamie White had a deflected shot. I think he took about 3 deflections, and Hamble scrambled it away. Defended really well, actually, Hamble, I think, in the second half. Held on to that lead, did really well doing that. Their centre-backs, Johnson and Hornsett, brilliant, absolutely superb. I think Ryan Batley was great for Millbrook at the back as well, and Yamo Wan, I thought he was very impressive. When White and Drake came on, there was a bit more fluidity to the Millbrook play. They looked a lot more threatening in the second half. But overall, a great day out again. And this is what Ground Hub is all about. It's going to different clubs and sort of thing. I mean, the guys at Millbrook, absolutely superb. Eugene, Dave, Matt, everybody just down there, running a wonderful club. And it's a club that's embedded in the community around here as well. It's not just a football club. It gives opportunities and pathways to kids to play football, and that's a wonderful thing about it. I recommend anyone, if they get the chance to get down and catch a Millbrook game, you will not be disappointed. So the seasons with words.